Hello, this is William Dudley, bringing you yet another exasperating history highlight. This time about our 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. This program is brought to you by the Filmed in My Dining Room Fund, and not from viewers like you. You don't contribute any money, ever. Abraham Lincoln was, in many people's eyes, a great hero. But why? In this history highlight, we'll talk about the many things he did as a man and as a president for this country. About from being state legislator to Congress to becoming the president. He was a great man, and this should tell you why. First things first. Literally, let's start off with his childhood. Well, first thing, it was really bad and rough for him. His mom died when he was only 18. His dad remarried a year later to a woman named Sarah Bush Johnson. His stepmom was nice, but it didn't change much in his life. He still did the daily things he did, which included reading and studying for school whenever he could. He loved to read. He loved to learn whenever he got the chance. Didn't get it often, though. He was working as a farmhand for his dad. Worked a lot. He only got about 1 day a week to go to school. It's really sad. Okay. As he became older, he became more and more interested in the law and began studying that with mentors and some colleagues. Eventually, he became colleagues. But, big surprise seeing I became president and state legislator, etc. On August 4th, 1834, Honest Abe, as people came to know him, was elected as state legislator. His short job, he voted against pro-slavery bills that were tried to put in Illinois, and any other things he felt personally against, which I think was very good for his country. The reason why I say short is because he only worked there for about he only had that office for about 4 years. He actually quit and became a lawyer. He became legally licensed after 4 years and became a lawyer. He was a traveling circuit lawyer, which means he went around a large area over a period of time doing lawyer stuff. His big hat actually first appeared now. He used to keep legal papers in it so he wouldn't lose them. Well, being a circuit lawyer, you didn't have a lot of time to stay at home and get hooked up with a girl. But he eventually did long enough to marry. Her name was Mary Todd. He married her on November 4th, 1842. 5 years later, Lincoln was elected for Congress. Later on, he won the Republican nomination for president. It was around this time he gave my favorite quote ever: "Imagine a sucker like me president." But, as we all know, he became a very good president. In December 1860, the first state to break away from the Union did. This state is South Carolina. A year later, the Civil War broke out, and a month after that, Abraham Lincoln finally got presidency, to be left with all these problems that other people had made. A year or so into the fight, Lincoln realizes that he's running out of soldiers, and that he might not be able to win the war. Up until this point, if you were black, you couldn't fight the war. Lincoln was fighting for slavery, but he still believed that there had to be a superior race, and he did believe that. Although he did get them free. So, he needed the soldiers fast. So he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, mouthful, in December 1860. This is when December 1860, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation and gave the ability to all blacks to fight for whatever side they want. Obviously, they didn't pick the South. On April 9th, 1863, General Lee surrenders to Grant, ending the war once and for all. Pretty much. It was time for Lincoln to find out how much thousands his wife was spending over her budget every month in shopping sprees in New York. It's April 14th, 1865. Slavery has been demolished. Lincoln is the second term. He thinks all of his troubles are finally gone. That day, his wife had a headache. But they were scheduled to go to a play, And he said, "It's been in the papers. We gotta go." She said, "All right. I think I might be enough." They went to a theater. Even though it was halfway through the middle of the play, they all stopped. All the actors stopped. The orchestra stopped, and they started playing "Hail to the Chief." Little did he know, a man named John Wilkins Booth was working his way backstage. The guard let him in only because he had a passport, even though it was probably fake. He let him in. He walked up behind the president and let out a single shot. He then jumped off the balcony, breaking one of his legs, although he still managed to escape in the confusion. I really hope this report has explained why the nation has been so fascinated with our beloved president. He was a great man, helped end the Civil War, abolished slavery, and he met a tragic end. And this concludes this night's special. Thank you for watching. And how do I stop you? Yeah? How do I stop it? How do I stop it? It's still filming. How do I stop it?